It's time for In the Spotlight, where every story is a star and every resident is a VIP. Get ready to be inspired, entertained, and connected as we illuminate the incredible spirit of Joliet and our Southside communities together. To nominate a Spotlight shout-out, a Southside business, or local organization you want to see highlighted, visit us at WJOL.com and click On Air. In the Spotlight, the show that turns the spotlight on the incredible people and stories that make our communities shine. This is In the Spotlight.
Hello and welcome to In the Spotlight. I'm your host, Nancy Burke, and today we have Jennifer Zelek, Executive Director of Covenant Ability Network, or better known as CAN-IL. They offer a vibrant community with 4 residencies located 25 miles outside of Chicago in Oak Forest, Illinois. This ministry provides safe and secure Christian homes for individuals with developmental and intellectual disabilities. Please welcome to the show, Jennifer Zelek, Executive Director of CAN-IL. Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm doing great. Welcome to the show. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. So I actually started out here about a year and a half ago. I was a teacher for 20 years, started in gen ed, then went to special ed and became a behavior specialist. And I wanted to help out individuals with disabilities. And so I happened to be at camp volunteering. And then all of a sudden, this job kind of just came in my lap. So
wow.
Yeah.
It was meant to be. And when you're doing something you love, you never go to work a day in your life. That's for sure. How did CAN-IL get started?
So it was started by our parent company, which is Covenant Ministries of Benevolence. And there was a women's ministry that noticed that there was a lot of adults with disabilities that didn't have a place to live, or, a place that would welcome different religious backgrounds and things like that. So they opened up Bjorklund, which is our ICF, which is in Oak Forest, about 30 years ago.
Bjorklund House, actually, I'm very familiar with. I did a special needs ministry over at my church, and I have a lot of friends that live at the Bjorklund House. Jen and Marcus, Tim, Ted, Susie, Kelly and Kelly. There's 2 Kellys, and Claire. But Jen is quite the entrepreneur. She made me these little, and I wish I had it. I'll have to take a picture of it and put it on social. But they were pins that she put beads on, and she pinned them on me, and she told me, you need a little bling. And she was fixing me up. She said, this is what you need. Come here. This would match really nice. And I'm telling you, she has an eye and she's super talented. I'm sure that you probably see a lot of our friends there at CAN-IL, or the many houses that you have that have so many different, a variety of talents. Can you tell us a little bit about some of their talents?
Yeah, we have some residents at our Reynolds building. That's the apartment building that's around the corner. We have some residents that paint on canvas. We also have some residents that are big movie buffs. So if you want to have a trivia night, I can tell you who to invite because they'd be winning that team. And then, a lot of our ladies just enjoy the crafts. We have opportunities for when they can sell these crafts at local events, sometimes VFW Hall, sometimes there's special events going on, like during the fall or during the summer at festivals, and they sell their jewelry or the crafts they make.
Do you have anything on the schedule that we can come and check out some of the paintings and the other things?
I know that usually they'll put their crafts or their jewelry on display at Elam. So Elam Christian Services is where they have their workshops at. And usually during their Dutch festival in September, they'll go there and they'll sell their products.
Oh, yeah, that's a big festival. I have been there, and we could probably just check that out online. You said that you provide services for a grand scope of people. Are there any particular ailments or needs that you can't provide services for?
It's pretty much open to anyone who has an intellectual or developmental disability. As far as mental disabilities, mental disorders, that we're not specialized in, so it kind of depends case by case. But, I'm a BCBA, so being a behaviorist on staff kind of helps where I can help with behaviors and help with strategies. And we also have our own therapists here too. So that's some way that we can help out most adults with disabilities.
This is independent living. This is about living on your own. So we're not talking about kids. We're talking about adults. Is there an age limit?
Well, usually it's over 18. So once they, sometimes it might be if they age out of the system, like if they're in, DCFS or something like that. And we have, I think our youngest resident right now is 22, and our oldest resident was 67.
So when you take a resident, you take the resident for life?
Yes, and actually, one of our longtime residents, one of the first ones here, actually passed away this past weekend, prior weekend, and he was here for probably over 25 years.
Oh, wow.
So when we have a resident, they're family, and they're here for as long as they can be, or as long as they want to be.
And I love that you said their family, and I think that they have a place to go and friends and where they're thriving, but also they become family with the staff as well. I know that when I was working in the ministry, it was it's something I looked forward to, because a lot of my friends didn't have a bad day when I saw them. And it really puts things in perspective. Have you experienced that, where you come in maybe and you're just having a bad day, and it just somebody comes to you and they brighten your day just by a smile or a hug or whatever, and puts things in perspective?
Oh, absolutely. So one nice thing working at Bjorklund, this is where all the offices are, mostly in the bottom floor. So when I come in the morning, I can see them off before they go to day programs, and I can see them at dinner time. And there's so many times where it's like I'm having a long day. I'll go upstairs, and then that's all I need, that little bit of that cup refill, just seeing the residents and just hanging out with them.
Indeed. People with disabilities seem to have such a better attitude. And it really does say something about maybe the world that we live in, if we can look at the least of these and actually see a reflection of Jesus. And I think that everybody should volunteer or have experience. Do you take volunteers at your locations?
Yes, we do.
What are some volunteer opportunities? How can we serve some of our residents and friends there at Covenant Ability Network? I know there's lots of homes, so there's obviously options. But what are some of the things that we can volunteer for?
Well, sometimes on the weekends we'll have maybe different outings. We need just kind of some help with just some volunteers just to help, monitor the residents, just kind of help be an extra person. A lot of times we'll have crafts or activities going on here after dinner. So we'll have some people come in and volunteer like that, maybe like leading a bingo game or maybe some kind of activity. And then also we're having camp in the summer in Lake Geneva. And so to have some volunteers just help out with that. So with the outside activities, and again, just kind of being that extra person, just an extra eyes always helps too.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I love games. Bingo is one of my favorites. Can you tell us how we can get in touch with you?
Sure. So either you can call Covenant Ability Network of Illinois. So our main number is 708-687-2038, and just ask for me, Jen. Or you can actually go online at covabilityil.org, and we have a website with all of our information there too.
You're having a gala coming up that people can help out with, donate to. Can you tell us a little bit about the party?
Sure. So we're having our second spring gala, and this is our 30th anniversary. Bjorklund was started in 1994, so we're very excited. And since then, now instead of one home, we have four. So there's four homes, and we have 32 residents. We're at full capacity. And it's going to be at Gaelic Park from 4 to 8 on 5/5/24, which is Jen's birthday too.
Oh, I'm sure Jen thinks, or knows, I should say,
yes.
This is because of her birthday. That's why you chose that date.
That's what she's saying. Are we going to have tacos? It's Taco Tuesday, I said, or Cinco de Mayo. But yeah, so everyone's excited about it. We can't wait to welcome everyone to the gala, and any donations, baskets, if you want to help out and volunteer, please just, give me a call, or you can just check our website out.
That's wonderful. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for as far as donations, or is it pretty open?
It's pretty open right now. We just have different local establishments doing either raffle baskets, or some are doing different kinds of prizes for our silent auction.
There is nothing like partying with my friends. It is a great time. It's just pure joy is what it is. It's just pure joy. We'll be back with Jennifer Zelek of Covenant Ability Network of Illinois and a chance to win 2 tickets to Raging Waves Waterpark right after this. Don't go anywhere. Today's community spotlight shout out goes to Tim Groscheider. He's a resident of one of the homes with Covenant Ability Network and is a beacon of joy and kindness. Despite facing unique challenges, Tim's spirit shines brightly, illuminating the lives of those around him with his infectious smile and warm hugs. He embodies the true essence of resilience, spreading happiness wherever he goes. Tim's presence reminds us of the beauty, compassion, and the power of positivity. In a world that can sometimes feel overwhelming, people like Tim remind us of the power of simple acts of kindness. When my husband passed away 13 years ago, Tim knew how hard it was for me. He knew my broken heart, and he met me with a smile and a hug that felt like he was holding me together. It was a beautiful thing. And I thank you, Tim. You are this week's Community Spotlight Superstar. Keep shining bright. You're making the world a better place, one smile and hug at a time. So what good deed would you like to give a shout out to? Whether it's someone helping a neighbor, volunteering at a shelter, or any act of kindness, it's great to recognize and appreciate those moments. So head on over to wjol.com, click on air, then in the spotlight, and nominate someone to be a Spotlight Shoutout Superstar.
Time now for your Joyful Minute. Your encouragement for the day is coming up right after this.
When you download Music on a Mission, you will hear about my testimony and my battles with faith, but you will also hear stories about my time in service, my mission to put God and country back together, and of course, the music that inspires it all. If you'd like to find out more, please go to davebrayusa.com or download Music on a Mission anywhere music is sold.
Today's Joyful Minute is brought to you by Brian Hunt.
When I was at the gym a few days ago, I was in the middle of my cardio session. I was sweaty, my heart was pounding, felt great. But all of a sudden a guy came in that was probably 200 pounds heavier than I was, and he looked ready to work out. Except instead of hopping on the treadmill next to me, he sat down at the empty membership desk, propped his phone up, and proceeded to watch TV for the next 45 minutes. He was in the gym, but he was not doing anything. He was just sitting there. I couldn't help but think that that is what many of us do when it comes to our walk with Jesus. We may have a good church we go to, a Bible at home, we might even pray occasionally, but for all intents and purposes, we are on the sidelines, content watching other people do things for Jesus. Satan, of course, will never tell you this, but we were never meant to be there. God has called us to be in the game and active in our faith. James 1:22 says, "But be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves." Don't let your fears, friends, family, or lack of faith keep you from getting off the sidelines and into the game for Jesus. It'll be hard work, but in the end, it's worth the effort. God bless.
You've been listening to today's Joyful Minute, reminding you to keep equipping, encouraging, and empowering the world, one life and minute at a time.
We are back with Jennifer Zelek of Covenant Ability Network of Illinois. You extend dignity to every individual by optimizing independence and encouraging health and hope through community. That pretty much sums it up, huh?
Yep, exactly.
So as a mission statement, what does that mean for you and the staff when you're talking about encouraging health and hope through community? What does that look like?
Well, we want our residents to be as independent as possible. We want them to make their own choices and to live their own lives. We want them to be part of the community. So we try to do different activities where they're out and about in the community. Times to volunteer. Some of them actually have jobs. We have some, like we mentioned, some residents who participate in craft shows or they participate in different festivals. So we're just trying to get them out in the community and just to have them included. And it's just very important that our residents feel like they are part of more than just Bjorklund, more than just Canton, Illinois. They're part of the local community, and they have talents and they have dreams just like all of us do. So it's important just to get them out there and let them have a chance to do what they want to do.
Yeah, giving people a place to thrive. We all need that, don't we?
Absolutely.
Yes. And tell us a little bit again about the gala that you're having.
So it's the 30th anniversary. And since it's 30, 30 is usually a symbol with pearls. So we're doing kind of a Great Gatsby color scheme where we're going to have red, black, some rose gold. We have Shutter Booth coming out, and that's a great hit where you can have photos taken. We have little props. My residents did tell me that last year there wasn't enough time to dance. So I made sure this year we're cutting the speeches to very short and there's more time on the dance floor. So that was one of the big things. So I made sure 2 hours at least, if not more, dancing.
I love it. They know what they want. They want more dancing. Let's talk more action. How much of your funding is from donations?
So the state only funds us about 70 to 80%. So the other 20-30% we cover through donations, through our spring gala, through our year-end giving. So that's how we try to recoup the rest of that money.
Tell us again how we can get in touch with you and get some more information.
Sure. So you can either call us at 708-687-2038 and ask for myself, Jen, or you can go on our website at covabilityil.org. So covabilityil.org.
Well, Jen, we have come to a spot in our show where we like to have just a little bit of fun. It's not dancing. It's not 2 hours of dancing, but it's got to be pretty close. It's not bingo either, but we play a game called Top That. Ultimately, Top That is a game where I give you a category and you want to give me the top answer to that category. So it's the most popular answer. Yes, I'm going to give you 2 rounds. I specifically picked these categories because they have to do with snacks, and my friends always loved snack time when I was in the ministry with them.
Yes, they have their favorite snacks.
Yes, absolutely. So the category is cookies, popular cookies. What do you think the top answer?
I would say Oreos.
I knew it. You got it right. That was good. Okay, that one was an easy one, right? Let's try this one. Candy bars with peanuts.
Ooh, I'm a little stumped. I'm not a peanut candy bar kind of person. Ooh, I would say Payday.
That's really good. That was actually the second. The second most popular answer. The first one is Snickers.
Oh,
so that was really, you did really good though. You got the top answer right away on the cookies, and then the number 2 answer for candy bars. I think that you did pretty well on that. I'm pretty impressed.
And now it's time for Top That, where you have to guess the top answer to this category.
Bottled water brands. Go on over to WJOL.com, or you can go over to Facebook and Instagram at 1340WJOL. Just answer that category in the comments. Bottled water brands. Let me know which one is the most popular answer, and you will be entered to win 2 tickets to Raging Waves Waterpark. It's that easy. Well, that wasn't too hard, huh?
No.
That wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. Thank you, Jennifer, for being on the show. We do appreciate you being here, and thank you for all of the wonderful work that you do. Can you tell us one more time how we can get in touch with you and get more information about your party and how we can get involved, donate, and volunteer?
Sure, of course. So you can either reach me at 708-687-2038 and ask for Jen, or you can either go to our website at covabilityil.org. So that's covabilityil.org.
Wonderful. Well, Jennifer, thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate the conversation, and hopefully you'll have a great big party with lots of dancing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too.
Take care. Bye now. Thank you to everybody here at 1340 WJOL that make this show possible. And a very special thank you to Jennifer Zelek, Executive Director of Covenant Ability Network of Illinois. If you can't listen to us live, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at 1340 WJOL. Don't forget, if you're traveling outside our AM signal, you can catch us on WJOL.com, and you can hear the podcast replay there as well. And you can always listen to us on your favorite smart speaker. Don't forget, you are loved, you are special, and you belong to the WJOL family. So until next time, always stay in the spotlight.
To nominate a Spotlight shout-out, a Southside business, or local organization you want to see highlighted, visit us at WJOL.com and click On Air. In the Spotlight, the show that turns the spotlight on the incredible people and stories that make our communities shine.
Spotlight.